What if I told you that you, yes you, could sell anything? What if I told you that with zero sales training and only the sound of my voice dropping in your brain cavity, I could have you making multiple figures of money in no time? Would you say it's too good to be true? Or would you believe that the sky is not indeed the limit, that there are limits to be explored, broken, and expanded past that are beyond the sky? Hold on to your entrepreneurial hats, because we are about to dive in and take off. Hit it, Virtual James.
The Brad Johnson Show. 3, 2, 1, ignition, blast off. Welcome to the Brad Johnson Show.
I'm Brad Johnson, and I'm turning losers like you into winners like me.
The Brad Johnson Show with your host, Brad Johnson.
Get ready to start winning.
And now your host, Brad Johnson.
Hey, I'm your host, Brad Johnson. Not here with me today is James Kirkland, assistant to the host. But welcome to the Brad Johnson Show anyway, where we turn losers like you into winners like me. So glad to have you here, pouring my voice into your brain cavity. I'm traveling again today, which is just, something that I do a lot, actually heading to Bali today to, I think every entrepreneur needs to reconnect with the beach every once in a while, because after all, that's the main reason most people become entrepreneurs, is so that with a laptop and a beach chair and a great view of the ocean, they can just make all kinds of money. And that's what I do. And so, I can make it anywhere, but it's just like, okay, I need to kind of up my beach credentials every once in a while just to make sure that, I've still got it. So, traveling today, cruising in my private jet this time, not in the shop anymore, which is, wow, that's a good thing. We are cutting through the air at around 30,000 feet. I got a fair trade Java in my hand, freshly made by my chef, and I'm ready to give you guys some value. Now, so this is all very basic, very elementary, but I know that you guys are not me, so you need it. Now, I've had a few people mention to me, hey, Brad, why are you showing off so much? It feels like you're just always trying to show off, from your $25,000 end table, from Boca de Lobo, to your private jet, to, whatever it may be, your own private chef, all this stuff, your pool desk, what is with the showing off? And I just say, no, I'm not showing off. Instead, I'm showing up. You see, there's a difference. Showing you up on a platter exactly what you can do, have, and most importantly be, if you become more like me. So today, I'm going to help you, as always, salvage the wreckage that is your life through my tried and true answers that are guaranteed to change your life, maybe even for the better. But before we get to my gold mine of information that I'm going to be sharing with you on how to sell and be a real salesperson, because let's face it, every entrepreneur has to be a salesperson as well, it's time for a word from our sponsor. Again, James not here today, so I will be doing the read for the ad. So, again, I really want you guys to support this sponsor, because if I do the ad read, it costs them so much more that, sometimes we lose sponsors when that happens, because they just don't have the money to afford a professional voice read like the one that I do. So, just make sure you go and support them. Today's sponsor is a return sponsor from one of my favorites, HelloFresh. Let's be honest, there's just not enough meat in your life. Tofu, vegetables, fruit, grains, forget them. You need meat, because protein builds muscle. And believe me, I know all about muscle, because I have a lot of them. You just don't want any meat, though. You want the real deal, cut straight off the body of a real animal. HelloFresh's revolutionary technology delivers amazing cuts of all your favorite animals straight to your door. The only way it could be fresher is if the animal walks straight up to your door and you cut the meat off yourself. But, that wouldn't be good service, and most people don't like getting blood on their front steps. So HelloFresh takes, besides that, cows have a really hard time with steps. They're more of a flat ground kind of animal. So anyways, HelloFresh takes care of all that for you while still providing you with amazingly fresh cuts of the best meat that the planet has to offer. Remember to use the code BRADKNOWS at checkout to receive a free fork when you order within the next 2 hours. Remember, that's code BRADKNOWS for a free fork. These guys, they know how to deliver value. HelloFresh, the meat and only the meat, so help us God. Like I said, I love that sponsor. I eat HelloFresh all the time. When I'm not eating my crunchy milky breakfast soup, and sometimes I combine the two, the crunchy milky breakfast soup and HelloFresh's meat, and man, tell you, there is nothing like that combination. Nothing at all, ever. There's nothing. Okay, so time to get into the tips. So today, the episode feels a little different. I'm not taking your questions because I don't have the assistant to the host here to read the questions. However, I still want to provide you guys with some value. So that's what I'm going to do because that's what I always do. It's basically like I don't even know how to not give you guys value, except I do because I know how to do pretty much everything. So, but I feel like I don't sometimes. All right, so let's get into this. We talked about sales at the start. So what is sales? Sales is making people give you money and not having them realize that you're making them, but making them feel like they want to give you money. That is what sales is at its core. And that is what entrepreneurs have to do at their core. So sometimes, the Earth's core is all hot and lava and all that sort of thing. Sales is very similar to that. It's hot. It can be burning, but it's a good kind of burning because it means that you're going to be getting money, and that's what entrepreneurs do. So today I'm going to take you through the 10-step selling process. Now, this is something that every entrepreneur needs to know, and if you don't know it, I would question whether or not you actually are an entrepreneur. Now, it's not to be mean. It's not to say that I'm better than you, although that's probably true. It's actually just show you how lacking and loserly your life is. Hashtag loserly. Just to show you, because I think you need to know. If you don't know, I don't think I could call myself your friend. Not like close friends or anything like that, but just, kind of online friends, entrepreneurial friends, that type of friend. So anyway, the 10-step sales process. You've probably seen this before without even realizing it, because let's face it, you don't really pay attention to most things. But I'm going to break this down to you. Your mind is going to be blown, and this is going to change your life. All right, let's get into it. The first step in this 10-step sales process is show them how messed up their life is. All right? See where I'm going here. So this is presenting a major problem, and the best way to do this is to make sure that the problem ties into them personally. You want them to feel inadequate, feel pain, feel like they're not good enough. So this would be something like, are you tired of wasting time doing thousands of chin-ups without seeing any results? Okay, so we're going to go with something like that. Ask them a question that points out their flaws. I would actually, that was an example sentence. I would probably reword that. Here, I'm just going to take off my jacket here. Man, I get so fired up doing this for you guys that, just getting the blood pumping. Love providing value, working up a sweat providing value. Hashtag sweat value. All right, so that was an example sentence. I would probably word it something more like, are you tired of being a loser because of who you are? Something like that. See, that points to the personal problem, the issue that they have within themselves. And so then once you've asked that question, they're probably like, yeah? Because if they're honest with themselves, they would see the problem right there. And your question should be so insightful and so digful that it really just shows them exactly what the problem is. So then you hit them with, okay, what if there was a way to blank? Okay, so whatever it is, what if there was a way to stop losing and start winning at life instead of being such a loser? Okay, so if something, you want to present them with the oh my goodness, there's, I don't have to be a loser. I don't have to be this just pathetic self that I am. There is a way to change that. So you really want to just give them a vision. Okay, that is what entrepreneurs do. They present visions as they make money. Okay, so that's step 2, is present them with the vision. Okay, what if I told you there was a way to blank, stop losing, whatever it may be. Okay, so then number 3, we tell them, oh, finally, here is the way that you can solve that problem. Okay, so step 3, think of it as finally. So we get, okay, finally, there is a book, a podcast, a man who is ready to help you to take your life to the next level. Okay, so that's step 3. Finally, X, Y, and Z. Finally, you can stop losing and start winning. That's what it's all about. Okay, so then we move on to step 4, testimonials. Now, okay, so a lot of people, when they're just starting out, they're like, Brad, I don't have any testimonials. Well, let me tell you, that's not a problem, because people have been leaving testimonials on the internet for just about as long as the internet has been around. Therefore, you can find testimonials just about anywhere you look. Now, you don't, the trick here is just making sure that you don't specifically say that they are referencing your product. You could just have a general testimonial. It's just, you're just reading something. That's all it is. So if I said something like, this is the best show that I've ever heard, okay, which would be true, and many people have said that. Actually, pretty much everybody has said that about the Brad Johnson Show. But it just, say it was your podcast or something like that, where somebody wouldn't necessarily say that. And they said, this is the best show I've ever listened to. Now, if I was just reading you testimonials, I'd say, all right, so let's, so the sales process, I would start out and I'd say, are you tired of losing at your life? What if I told you that there was a way to stop losing like you always do and start winning? Finally, Brad Johnson's podcast will help you do exactly that. Let me read some testimonials. Now, if I said, let me read some testimonials about Brad Johnson's show, then that I would have to probably find some kind of testimonials. However, if I said, let me read some testimonials, and then I said, this is the best show ever. See, I didn't say that the testimonial was referring necessarily to this podcast, although it would, because if that was the testimonial, then that would be how it would be. So, but if it was your podcast and I said, let me read some testimonials, and then you just started reading some testimonials. Like I said, as long as you don't reference something specifically, you're totally fine. So don't worry about it. Don't worry if you don't have testimonials. If you follow my course, bradjohnsonshow.website/course, then you will find that testimonials will come. But first of all, you just got to read testimonials. Like I said, don't have to be yours, just have to be good testimonials. Next, we move into details, features, and benefits of your product. Something that is how you are going to add them value. So it's not enough to just say, all right, so get Brad Johnson's book because it will help you start winning at life, at your personal life, at business, and health. Now, that does have a ton of details, features, and benefits right there in the title, basically. Like, it's just Brad Johnson's book, like details, features, benefits, all kinds of galore right there, okay? But if that's not enough, if you feel like the people are just dense enough that they need some more information, then you would throw in some more things. You could say, give a detail, like it has 37 chapters that will blow your mind. And then we talk about features. It has a built-in bookmark. That is the kind of feature that sells. And then benefits. Benefits would be something like you're going to stop losing at health. Like you're actually going to be healthy instead of the slob that you are right now. Okay? So then that's where we get to something like, okay, this is the offer. Okay, so we get into the offer. Once we've given the details, features, and benefits, we get to the offer. All right, so this would be something like, okay, this product, this book could easily sell for $10,000. If it was autographed, it would sell for at least $100,000. But for a limited time only, you can get Brad Johnson's book and the happiness of knowing that you're not going to keep losing at life for the rest of your life for only $79.99. Okay, that is an offer, an irresistible offer. That's number 6. You want to give them something that they just can't resist. You want to blow up the value. Okay, so I find that nice round numbers usually get into people's heads. But sometimes psychologists say that you don't want to go with a round number. You want to say something like, this is normally valued at $767. And they're like, oh, that sounds like a real number. Okay? So the even numbers, depends on the crowd that you're dealing with. But I'd say, just split test, and we'll get back to split testing, but try some different things out, and then say, oh, but now you can get it for only $79.99. All right, so that is the kind of irresistible offer you want to go for, and then you hit them with, just slap them right across the face with, but wait, there's more. Okay, so this is the upsell. You don't want to just be like, here's a book, buy my book, it'll change your life, because that wouldn't be enough for most people. Instead, you want to say, but wait, there's more. Even if there's not really more, you want to say this, okay? Because then they'll be, whoa, okay, there's more. And then you just throw in something like, there'll be a free bookmark in the book. And they're like, oh, I have to have a free bookmark. Because anytime there's something free, people want it. Even if the bookmark was, in your features and benefits before in step 5, we can still throw it into step 7. Most likely, they won't even notice. All right, so then number 8, we get the guarantee. This is where you say, now, if you don't like this book, there is something wrong with you. But we're going to overlook that for the time being and say that we will give you a refund for 75% and a 10% coupon on your next purchase. Okay, something like that. So that gets them a whole 65% of their money back and a 10% coupon. So that would be a great guarantee right there. That's usually what I do with my stuff because people rarely take it because there's so much value inside of it, but still, you want to have that there. It makes them feel better and just makes them feel like they're not getting ripped off. All right, so now we go to number 9. This is scarcity. You want to make them freak out. You want to make them feel like this is the last book on the planet that could change their life, and if they don't get it right now, they will probably end up dying, okay? That is what you want to do on step number 9. So this is the better act now or else. So you want to, like I said, create scarcity, but you also want to basically threaten them. You want to show them that if they don't get your book, something horrible is going to happen. You want that or else to be something that is really scary, moving, something that they can't ignore at their own peril. They will ignore it at their own peril. Okay? So then, step number 10, once you've got to that point, all you have to do is just, well, some people would say that you need to split test things, but, for me, I have such entrepreneurial intuition. That's what I call it, entrepreneurial intuition. It's actually a term that I coined, and I think it's a really, really good term because it just sums up exactly what it means to be an entrepreneur and have intuition. So if you have entrepreneurial intuition like me, which I kind of doubt you do, but I'm just speaking for me. If with me, I don't split test because things just work. That's how it works. All right, so let us recap. That was a lot of information. I threw so much value at you. Like, I bet you're probably drowning in the buttery sound of my voice right now with all this value. But don't worry, I'm going to recap. Now, pay attention. So, start with, are you tired of losing at life? So, ask them a question that shows them the miserableness. All right? Then I say, what if there's a way to stop losing without losing anymore? Okay? So, something like that. Present them with a question that gives them the vision. And then give your offer. Finally, you can stop losing at life with Brad Johnson's new book. And then number 4, testimonials. Find them. Remember, they don't necessarily have to be yours. Just make sure you don't say that they're yours. Number 5, list your details, features, and benefits of your product. Talk about adding value, okay? And number 6, the irresistible offer, okay? So just build up whatever it may have cost and just be like, oh, this could have been $100,000. And especially if you throw something in there like, if I autographed it, then that's something that nobody can really quantify, but you're able to quantify it in their brain, okay? So irresistible offer, $100,000, but you can get it right now for $79.99. And then number 7, but wait, there's more. This is where you just throw in something else that would have been free anyway, okay? Then number 8, the guarantee. You don't want them to think that they're going to get ripped off, even if they are. You don't want them to think that. Then number 9, better act now or else. This is creating the scarcity. You want them to freak out and be completely just on the edge of their seat that if they don't get this, their life's about to end. And then number 10, if you're not me, go ahead and split test what you're doing to make sure that it's actually working. Okay, so I have just given you the 10-step sales process. That was amazing, if I do say so myself. I think I need another cup of Java. Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right. Yes, so nice to have a personal chef. Just gotta say. All right. Generally, right now, we'd go into the sound of my social footprint after giving you guys all that value to kind of hear what I had to say about what you had to say and say what I had to say about that. But the assistant to the host is not here today. However, I cannot leave you, as always, without a quote for the day. Now, this is some kind of thought or wisdom that I like to leave you with so that you don't, have a brain attack or something like that because of all the value that I poured into your head. So today I'm giving you the quote of the day. This one actually came from Twitter, and I feel like this, I think it's deep. I think you really need to think about it. So let's listen to the quote of the day. Maybe nothing tastes like chicken. Maybe chicken tastes like everything. That's going to be rolling around in my brain. Not that there's much room for it to roll, because, my brain. But it's going to be there, because I'm going to think about it, because it's deep. So I think you should do the same. Really let that sink in. and see how it can affect your life. Alright, so I'm going to be landing here in Bali before too long. Hope you enjoyed the show. I know you did, because I did. And because when I'm enjoying the show, you enjoy the show. And that's just how it works. Thanks so much for listening. Remember to leave an iTunes review and share the show with a friend. If you're getting some value out of this, chances are that they have a screwed up life too, that you could help them take the next level, take the next step, get to the next level through what I have to say. Because that's what I do for people. I help you fix your because that's what I do for people. I help you fix your messed up life. Thanks for listening. I'm Brad Johnson. I'll talk to you next time. Ciao.
Thanks for listening to The Brad Johnson Show, where every episode we bring you tips, tricks, interviews, advice, and answers to fix the mess that is your life while helping you stop being a loser and start winning in business, health, and your personal life. Show us your face, tweet us your tweets, and Insta your grams at Brad Johnson Show. The Brad Johnson Show. Winners only.